I had a sort of relationship to the world and existence that I hadn't seen expressed elsewhere, and I wanted to express it in the songs that I was writing. Um, uh, I didn't really know for sure that anybody else felt the same way. Um, but I did like the genre of generation songs. Um, uh, like the Who's My Generation and rockabilly kind of stuff, like uh, um, Don't Step on My Blue Suede Shoes. That is kind of like expressing the way um, the the kids of this uh, alive at that moment um, felt towards the world. Um, so uh, yeah, I looked at the band as an opportunity to, and it was also a kind of reaction against hippiness, which felt like unrealistic and dead to me. It was a delusion, and it was over. It had failed, and it had never really had it, it never really it was doomed from the beginning because it was unrealistic. Um, um, and uh, and I felt to me my reaction to the world was partly a kind of numbness, that because in the previous 6 or 8 years, everybody had been battered around so badly between the Vietnam War and Watergate and uh, all the ways in which you were seeing that what you've been brought up to think the world was like were false, and that there was nothing to really believe in, and um, um, and everything was hopeless. Um, and and uh, the only response was to just um, turn away from it, um, reject everything. Um, uh, so that's where love comes in spurts. I belong to the blank generation. This song you mentioned that I wrote that uh, called "I Don't Care," which actually in television. Um, uh, uh, the idea I had for that was that the three of us up front, me and Tom and Richard, would each sing a different verse of each one describing what they didn't care about. um, uh, you Gotta Lose. Those were all songs that I wrote in television. Um, uh, so yeah, it was definitely, there was a certain mentality that I was putting forth.